What's up, guys? Toxic Aquariums coming at you with an update on all the aquariums and fishing here. Okay, so we're going to start off with a 30. You can already see a few changes here. I actually redone some of the plants. I took some of it off of it where it's been growing and stuff, and just kind of redone the plantscape in this tank. And I think it looks a lot better. You can notice a big difference. I have some neons, actual glowfish in here. I got 3 pinks and 1 little green one. And the barbs seem to be getting along with them fine. They kind of swim with them and no real problem. So, but I got them from my sister because she just couldn't take care of her aquarium no more. Which is what this thing, it looks just like a black type thing, but that's the back of it because it has a painted back on it. And I'll probably end up doing another saltwater tank for it, or I may actually do a sump for the saltwater tank. So, besides that, these 4 will probably be the permanent inhabitants here and live in this tank just because they do so good, they eat good, and they all get along. So, yeah, that's some neons I added. You'll notice also I painted the rim of the tank kind of like a glossy black because, like I said, I've always hated the rim on this tank, so that's a new thing. So, other than that, all this tank's doing pretty good. It's pretty structural and whatever you want to call it. And all I'll add is some black sand. And I'd say the power head really don't make much difference at keeping stuff off the bottom. But, you know, hey, it was like, what, $12, so I bought it anyways. But yeah, that's basically it for the 30. So, oh, and the frogs moved from down there. I'll show you what I did with that here in a minute. So, yeah, and the crickets are still down there doing just fine. So, that is the 30-gallon breeder. Okay, I've noticed that I've been using a lot more water, like bought water from the store versus osmosis water than actually normal water that I get out of the tap water, which is ours is terrible. So, you know, you can see right there, that's just a couple of them. I've actually thrown away some here, like maybe Friday. I think I did this 2 days ago. This is 2 days of water right here. And every time I go to the store, normally I go up there and get more water. And I added this bucket, which is basically heated up fresh water and circulated, which is oxygenated and stuff. And I use it to water changes, top offs for the saltwater tank, and mainly for the frog and the hamster, just so they'll have 78-degree water. The frog will, so that way it ain't so cold on them when I do spray it, like on them or in the tank. So it'll be kind of more of like a warmer mist, cooler mist. And I think that's a plus. And also, you know, it's just all around good to have just some water already heated up and oxygenated for fish. So I mix salt water with it and whatever, and this is kind of a thing I've been doing right here to try to help. As for the reef tank, I have not moved the rock structure any, and whoa, that is really blue on camera. Which it is really blue, but it's not that blue. But the corals are just now closed up because I fed, and normally I feed them, I mist them down with like some mysis shrimp or whatever. And I have some freeze dried that I normally just mix in with some water and let it soak all day, so the cube's actually like, you know, individual instead of just like a cube. And I'll mix it up in a little bowl and let it sit and actually feed it to them. So that's why that's closed up right now. And the rockscape's all standing up. All the fish are doing good. The devil damsel, I don't know why is it so blue and not wanting to focus, because it looks amazing, but the camera just can't catch it. But the clownfish and the devil damsel's all doing good. So is the can't even see him barely, but the actual sand goby, you see him go in his hole. But everything's doing pretty good right here. All the stuff's at 0, and rocking the temperature at 78, and the filter is actually hanging on without popping hose off left and right. And basically that's all that's going on with the saltwater tank. Nothing really that new that I could say. So yeah, I'll probably end up, my birthday comes around, I'll probably end up buying a bunch of corals for it and some more live rock, and I'll probably finish off this tank. So maybe well, I will get a nice shrimp to go in here, that's for sure. I just haven't found one of my liking of the size that I want and had the money on me to buy them at the time. So that's basically the saltwater tank and how everything is holding up. So there it is, going to the next tank. Okay, so this is the crayfish. He is actually in stand mode, looking like he's fixing to fight me or something, but I did a little something with their tank. Now they're in a 2-story type rack system, I guess you could call, for their stand. And it's same type as a 30-gallon, but like I said, I got my sister's old tank. And I got a heater, a filter, the stand, and the top for them. So that's what the glowfish come in. So there's 4 glowfish in there. And so there's just so much algae, she was just tired of messing with them. But I got this top for them. That's really the only thing new with it other than the stand. And it has 2 compact fluorescents in it. And it's kind of 6500K. It's the same type as this one, so that's why I put one of them on it and then put the LED with it. So, but the color's alright. That's him. This is the tank. I got a bigger filter on that, and I moved the plant out of the pufferfish tanks into here. And the pufferfish tank, a little something's been switched up. I have the same hood or whatever, but I moved everything to the back. Like I said, I got a filter with that tank, and now I'm running Aquatech 5 to 15 or whatever. And I do think these are pretty powerful filters, but I didn't like the way it was just shooting water straight down, so I gave it kind of like a runway, like I did like the credit card on the saltwater tank. And this just gives it, you know, making the flow more even around the tank and stuff, and it's not so harsh on the fish, you know, it dropping straight down like a waterfall. So, and in the back of it, I just got sponges and just like a bio, you know, just a bunch of biofiltration in it, pretty much, and mechanical. But that's actually giving oxygen throughout the water. I did the credit card thing. I drove me a hole and put a zip tie to the side. And other than that, that's all that's really happened to this tank. I added a few new plants for the beta, so it has some places to rest. And there's the pufferfish right there. There's the little bumblebee gulpy, and there's actually the betas around here somewhere. But yeah, that's all of them, just kind of chilling. So they're all doing good, like a 2-story rack system, and basically it. So let's go on to the next tank. Okay, so I'm gonna try to make this video as quick as possible. The rest of it, there's my hamster cage, and my hamster's right down there. I don't show him much, but you know, I've had him about as long as the saltwater tank's been. I actually have had him longer than I've had the YouTube channel, but he's about 1.5 years old or so. But this is the frogs tank. I moved him by my bed just for purposes of having checked the thermometer at 73 right now. And there's the actual humidity gauge, and I got the LED light on it. It's on a dimmer, so that's like medium bright. It's a little, like, I don't know, it's going up, but you can't really catch it with the camera. That's a little bit more brighter. That's totally bright. And then that's off. So yeah, that's basically all that's going on here, other than the plant getting really big. And yeah, so that's basically it. The humidity's about at 60. His frog's doing good. He's eating all. I added a little decoration to it, and yes, that's a big load of feces. He just laid them because, you know, he just ate and stuff, but it is what it is. And the crickets are dead. And there's the log. I don't know why the crickets are dead. I added 4, 2 of them are dead, or 3 of them died. I don't know why. Because of the humidity hit them too hard. Too much of it changed with the temperature and stuff as well. I don't really completely understand, but that's his tank. That's how everything's doing. This has been Toxic Aquariums, and I hope you guys enjoyed.